Can Hey, daughter. I'm so glad y'all came on. I said I know it's Christmas, but staying alive. We got to stay clean, stay alive. We still need to go on with our live every week. You know what I mean? Because I'm quite sure a lot of us can use the support. And just know that we are all family. I know you're enjoying yourselves with your families. But like I said to the other ones, I said I am your family too. Hey, Sheil. Leonard Johnson, indeed. Great. I love what you're doing. Thank you so much. I love what I'm doing too, to be honest with you, because I'm a grateful recovering addict, and I know what it feels like, to miss holidays, being around your family, and sometimes we be out there, really wanting to do that and be that, and we can't. And the aggravation of it all makes us go get high even more, and then some of us just don't have a clue, of the holidays and the sense of feel to, want to be, in like that holiday spirit. You know what I mean? Because, disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful, and it takes away our emotions, at least all the ones that make us feel good and make us, want to do, things like this again, which we were so used to doing. And disease is so powerful, it just took the thought of it right on away. So that's why I'm coming on anyway. Hey, Faith, I'm coming on anyway, because, I don't want anybody to feel alone or be alone, because sometimes, it takes time for family, friends, you know what I mean, and people, to want to be around you or to forgive you. It doesn't matter sometimes how long we've been clean, they still haven't built that trust and all of that up in us because of the lies that we told a lot. And we're going to get clean. We're going to do it this time. We're going to do it that time. But you continue doing it now. If you are clean and sober, continue to remain clean and sober. And you know how that goes. Them 12 steps to tell us, at a time we have to make amends. But if people don't accept it, after us, doing what we do. So we got to hold ourselves accountable, for what we've done and, putting ourselves in this predicament, to become that liar, so don't feel bad about it. You know what I mean? Keep praying about it, because this too shall pass. You know what I'm saying? And our higher power is the greatest. It's the greatest. And sometimes we want things to hurry up, and everything go back to normal. But, sometimes it just don't work like that for some of us, So if you are one that is going through something like that, you know what I mean? I know it's not a good feeling, but don't let disease test you either, and to make you sad. Because like I said, through most of the times that I'm sharing, disease waits for these type of moments and this type of holidays, things that makes everybody happy and everybody get around, and we can't do that, at this time. And it just try to linger its way in, because, it comes through the emotions of being happy, sad, whatever, so stay alert. Stay alert to stay alive. You know what I mean? If you're feeling that way, or anybody is going through that type of situation, it's normal. It's normal for us, to go through the changes like that, because we get clean, and we get honest with ourselves, don't mean people have to do the same as we do, because of what we have done, so just keep praying, you know what I'm saying, and just keep yourself clean one day at a time, because this too shall pass, and we'll pray that it gets better. I pray for every suffering addict and alcoholic today, as just anybody, any human being, you know what I'm saying, and it'll get better. But guess what? If ain't nobody told you they love you today, I damn sure do. I'm quite sure, and everybody that's on this live love you too, whomever is feeling in that sense of feel. And Merry Christmas to you. For me, the holiday is not too much, but for my grands, and great grands that, love having Christmas, is what we'll do. I'm in Orlando, Florida, y'all, And if you think I'm going to go see Mickey, you got another thought coming. Mickey costs too much. I ain't need to see no Mickey, but I am here with him. And I'm going to be the babysitter, designated babysitter, but they all went out to the park today, and I told them I could not go because I have to be with my family. This is a very important day, and this is a day, hey, Mert. Y'all, that's my son Amir. Today is his birthday, Christmas. I had a Christmas baby, and then tomorrow is his son, my grandson's birthday. So this is a special trip, and then I have another granddaughter whose birthday was the 23rd. She's down here as well, and then my niece, my goddaughter, her birthday is in 2 days, so we having a good time as far as all that is concerned. I'm trying to read some of this stuff, but I ain't never did live on this phone, y'all. But you know what? The screen is better. I need to start. I couldn't get this my iPhone, of course, to work. It keep blanking to something else. I don't know if it's because I turned it on airplane mode or whatever. It told me turn airplane mode off. I did that, but I don't know what else is going on with it. But thank God for my other phone. Hey, Faith. Merry Christmas. How are you? Hud, I see you on there too. That's my sister. My sister, she always got my back. She right there always. Hey, April, how you doing? Love you, girl. I hope everybody is having a blessed day and a Merry Christmas. Opening up all those gifts, them presents. Yeah, y'all, sometimes we can't afford all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Something got too high. We got a whole bunch of grands and great grands now and family members and all that. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Yeah, talking about all these expenses, so don't let these things take y'all to no limit where it's like, oh my gosh, I got to do this, I got to do that. Love them children every day. You know what I mean? Every day, all day. Reward those kids for the good things that they do. That's what we do. That's what I do. In my family, I can't buy everybody all these hundreds and hundreds of dollars gift. I keep it real. I keep the stress off me. They understand it. You know what I mean? So we ask each other, we celebrating this year, what we doing? Give everybody, the option and the opportunity. Like I tell my kids, I'm past Christmas. Buy me something for Christmas and Valentine's Day and Mother's Day and all that. My kids do good by me every day. And that is the best gift in the world. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying, girl, if I'm broke, I'm broke. Huh. You know what I mean? But Mickey ain't getting that money. But I am so past Mickey. It's just a blessing to be down here because my son, he flew me here. He brought me here, and this is his birthday, and I love him for that so much. I appreciate you, Amir, and happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Y'all can wish Amir a happy birthday. Yeah, I see them smiley faces. You know how things is, girl. I keep it on the real. We just cook the dinner, everybody gonna get full and eat, and just have a good time. That's all. We ain't gotta go all out the way and be broke. You know what I mean? And went all in the bill money and all that shit. Could get some of the shit that we had to get. But I wanted to say thanks for everybody coming on, and the ones who didn't come on and didn't hear me yet, Merry Christmas to you. And I was just telling them that, holiday or not, those are the most important times that I really want to be on live with you. Especially if you are still indulging or if you want to, a real sad day for you, because you couldn't be with family. Well, this is family. I want everybody to know that, and I hope you all feel the same way. This is family. This is not just for me. Like I said, this is for us. This is for all of it. This is for the still suffering addicts and alcoholic today, as well as the ones of us who's been in recovery. I don't care how much time that we have. We still have one day just like everybody else. Hey, Linda, how you doing? Girl, I tried. I really wanted to get to your event too, but I really didn't realize, I was going away. I don't know if I told you that or not. Girl, I'm in Orlando, Florida. you know, but I watched it on a live and it looked like it was so beautiful. I know it couldn't have been no other way. Sorry that I couldn't make it, but I'm not going to miss the next one. That's for sure. You hear me, girl? Hey. That shout out was to you and your program that you did. You know, what I saw on live, it was awesome. It really was. It was awesome. And a full house. It was beautiful. Thanks, babe. Thanks. I'm down in Orlando, Florida. You know, but y'all, we just want to make sure that everybody who's like in recovery and who's on this line is okay. If you are in recovery, send me a heart, y'all, so that I can know that you know you're okay. And hey, Tamai, and know that you're still blessed. You know what I'm saying? You're still have family. We are your family. So I want y'all still to remember that you can catch this live on YouTube. They're all placed on YouTube now. If you didn't see it, you can do a remix or whatever they call it on here. Hey Key, on here, to do a replay. Yeah, I think that I'm trying to get the right terminology of this thing too. Go on the replay. You can watch them from the beginning all the way till now. And don't forget, I do have the Living in My Truth T-shirts and the glasses with Living in My Truth on them still for sale. They're doing pretty good, so I hope the rest of you will get one. If you want to get one, you can always go on www.livinginmytruth.com. I will ship it to you if I have to ship it to you. You know what I mean? Just for the support. I appreciate that. I think today I just want to talk about kind of like, let me get some of my little thing out of here. I want to talk about the serenity prayer, and changing your thinking, because today is a hard day to be sad. I hope nobody is sad. Yeah, I know I'm going to get those t-shirts for y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who has gotten one. I really appreciate it. It's just going towards to do better in this live, and so I can do some nice things for all of us. Y'all know that I love putting things together. I'm a decorator. I can put a show. I can put anything together. Real good. That's what I've been doing for a lot of years, and I'm definitely going to do something very nice for all of us, and all of us that can make it, when I do it. It will be next year, but, I'm just trying to grow a little bit so I can get some of the things that, I need to do it, But I want to talk a little bit about, I read this phrase. It said, recovery is not about bad people getting good. It's about good people getting well. Hey, Robbie, too good. Hey, Rob. How you doing? Hey, sister-in-law, Darlene. Love y'all. Love y'all so much. You said bring them on camera. Give me a minute. This is the t-shirts. We have them in black and white now. We have this color. I can get you colors if you want them. It says Living in My Truth, with the glitter. We have some without glitter. I don't have the cup with me right now. I really forgot it. I forgot it when I was home. I thought I put it in my suitcase, but I didn't. But the cup is kind of made something like this, about this big, and then it has the same logo on it, and it has a lot of the tools on it, like surrender, making amends. It has all the tools on it from the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous, and that's just so like, when you're drinking it, you have it with you. For me, it's my life. It's what I believe in. It's what I have to always keep first and foremost, other than my higher power, so And sometimes, like my niece made me one, it's glass, and I keep that really in my serenity room. I have a room that I made my serenity room. It just have everything around me that's about me. It's about my recovery. It's all the tools and everything that I need. It's just my space, my girl space. And I go in there and I just feel good every time I'm in there. So I think I showed y'all on one of the lives, but when I do get home, maybe next week, I'll show you it again. It's just peaceful and serene, and it's all about me, my bad times, my good times, my recovery times, my tools. It's just a beautiful feeling in that room. And I can get away from anything and everything and go in there. I could be mad as hell, and I can go in there and sit and just look around, and everything that I look at, y'all, makes me happy. It makes me understand. It makes me think for me, because don't forget, you're the most important person. Starts with me, end with me, as well it is for you, so it puts me back in the zone that I need to be in, if not better. Yeah, y'all, I'm fighting with this little damn curl in my head. Got my hair done, and let me tell you something. These waves is tearing me up because it's Tara hair, and I got to get used to it. But yeah, that saying said recovery is not about bad people. Because we looked at like bad people. It's not looked at as bad people getting good. Is about good people getting well. And that is so true, because I don't consider myself a bad person. I consider myself a very friendly, you know what I mean, peaceful person, that has grown up. Hey, darling. And I know how to feel today. I know how to, keep myself on a serene level today, and I don't judge people, or I don't look at people, that's like me, like that, like they crazy or something. My heart just goes out to each and every one of us, being looked at as an addict, being bad, I can understand it on the other person's eye. I definitely can understand that, but just being a recovering addict myself and an addict, I'm just a recovering addict who's staying clean by following the rules and regulations of Narcotics Anonymous, and the will that I have in my heart and the strength that God has given me, to fight the power. You know what I'm saying? And I do it every single day. I do it every single day. I pray today. I pray through the day. I pray anytime. Sometimes I'm not on my knees praying. I pray that God hears me. I was told that too, that I had to get down on my knees and pray, but to each his own. If that's what you do, that's what you do. I do it. I have done it, but I don't think for me that I have to do it every time I pray. I prayed before I came on this live, and it was just sitting here saying, oh God, please let my, technology work here, one or the other. And guess what? Psh, here we go. Tracy Williams is working, so I feel my God personally, and I guess that's how everybody's supposed, to do that, but I know the way that I have my contact with him works for me. Bad people. Yeah, we're labeled bad people because we do bad things. As an active addict, we do bad things. We do all kinds of things. We steal, we lie, we sell ourselves. We do just about anything that makes the hustle, because of our sicknesses, the hunger for, the drug or the alcohol. It's a hunger for it. When we get into that mode where we don't have any, we got to get it. We got to get it. So we got to do what we have to do to get it. And that does put a bad look on you. You know what I mean? You can't trust us. You know what I mean? And that's all a part of it. That's one of the hardest parts for us as an addict to actually, when we start getting clean, to get past, because when we get clean, some of us feel like, because I'm clean and I'm okay, you should be okay too. And that's what we hope for. but when we get disappointed with that, we don't know how to deal with disappointment. That's a little better. We don't know how to deal with disappointment because we want it so bad to be back like it used to be. That's sort of like rushing. I call that a little bit of how disease wants to, get into our emotions and just make us feel, good and swash, when we get something like that. No, this person don't want me around, or I can't go in this store no more, or they're not going to deal with me no more. They look at me as a liar, slut, anything you want to call us, and at this time we fighting so hard, fighting against this disease that's cunning, baffling, and powerful. You know what I mean? The part of us in recovery that you don't quite understand, what you understand is that we bad people, but we're really not bad people. We're just a good person who has made a mistake. We made a real bad mistake, and went into this thing enjoying it. We didn't expect for the unexpected to happen to us. I didn't expect. I know for me, I could talk for me. I know I didn't expect to become no freaking junkie. Ain't no way on this earth. I vowed that shit wouldn't happen to me, but did I know that that's what everybody said? You know what I mean? And I did. I think I've always been a good person. Today I'm even a better person because I have the wisdom to know the difference. You know what I mean? And I can accept things I can't change, but change things that I can, which is my serenity prayer. The most important prayer to me in my life. You know what I mean? That keeps me ticking and keeps me going and keeps me understanding and keep me able to make rational decisions instead of irrational decisions. It's like a referee in the middle of something saying, whoop, blow the whistle, hold up. You know what I mean? Foul. You know what I'm trying to say? Or, nope, stop. Play the game over. Do this over. You know what I mean? It gives me that space where I can stop and think, which is a big word for us. I can stop and think about the situation before just reacting like I used to, Bad. That word bad, it really irks me. I don't even like to say children are bad. We used to tell children that children hear bad, that's what they're going to become bad. You know what I mean? Words are vicious, like I always said. You know what I mean? And for an addict that's trying to get clean, or an addict that's been clean and trying to stay clean, words are still really vicious. Some of them come to me and I'll be like, damn, how am I handle this? You know what I'm saying? And I got to stop, and say that serenity prayer probably 400 times. I say it every day, all day. I don't care what the situation is. If it's something that comes to me that's bad, you know what I mean? From a person who looks at me as being bad, I got to stop, use my tools, and make sure I say the right things and don't come out of my character. You know what I mean? Because part of changing me is changing my character. You know what I mean? And being able to accept things that I can't change. So that's the type of work I'm talking about that we're constantly doing as addicts, and recovering addicts. As an active addict, we're going to do what it do. We're going to do what it makes us do. We have no control whatsoever. And disease is winning. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we do a lot of bad things. Steal cars. You know what I mean? Steal from you. Go in the stores and steal. Whatever we got to do to get what we need, that's what we going to do. This thing is killing me, y'all. But that's what we going to do. You know what I mean? So, for us to hear that word, you bad people, you ain't to be trusted. As an active addict, we're not. We're definitely not. But as the functioning as an active addict, that shit don't register. You follow? We don't give a shit what you say. We really don't. You know what I mean? We'll take that offensively. Like lying, knowing we done did whatever you said we did, or, you seen us do it, and we telling you that we didn't, because as an addict, like I share all the time, we tell a lie at the very beginning. Then we have to tell another lie. Then we have to tell another lie. Then we just keep on lying. Then we become the lie. Then we live the lie, and then we protect the lie. This is how nutty and crazy that thing is, you know? So whatever we saying, 9 out of 10 is a lie. And we know in recovery that we are the lie. And when you look at us wrong, you know what I mean? Or look at us like you used to when we were in active addiction, that is like offensive at this point. But to accept the things we can't change. We can't change how you feel, but change the things we can. We know that in our truth, living in our truth, that we have been working on the lie. We know we have to fix that. But if it doesn't work for the people, places and things that we've been in, you know, creating markets or whatever, you know what I mean? We have to live and let God, and just pray and hope that one day they'll see the change in us. But one thing we cannot do is to try to make you see we changed. You know what I mean? Can't work like that. It's just too much. It's too much stress. It can cause disease to overpower, you know, the change of what we have already made in ourselves, because it'll come through anger, you know, or it'll start coming through resentment, you know, or to throw us off track, you know, to be like to say the efforts and, you know, nah, this shit, well, you know what? I'm just going to go back and get high. Nah, we don't want to do that. We have to learn our truths. We have to accept our truths. Yes, she's right. Yes, he's right. These are the things that I did. I said I wasn't going to do them anymore. I said that I've made change. And the next thing you know, I was right back to where I left off in using again. And that's only because, y'all, disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful, you know, and it's a struggle. It is hard to get clean. It is hard to make that one little change. It is so hard, but you got to be ready for the battle. And in the rooms, this is what they help teach us to be ready for. Even in the rehabs, the information is always good information, starting with the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous or 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. You know, we have to fight ourselves. Y'all, I want y'all to know that we fight hard ourselves to try to get better, but disease is stronger until we learn the tools, until we get more information and education on disease and how it works. Hear me when I say that, how it works before we can start working it. Make sense with that? Hey, Letty. And hey, Derek, how y'all doing? You know, and Jane, and that's that Jermaine. I believe, y'all know, get my glasses, right? Well, I got them now. How about that? You know, but yeah, we have to learn these things, you know, and it's hard. It's hard to concentrate. That's what it is. It's hard to concentrate. And what disease will do is it'll get all in our way, right? While we trying to get better and shit. And it'll start trying to confuse us with all kinds of emotions and all kinds of feelings. You know what I mean? And trying to get us not to get truthful and honest. But the only way through this and the only way to deal with this is to get honest with yourself. You know, okay, you be able to say, like today, I could say, yes, I was bad. I was terrible when I was a junkie, active junkie. I was, damn right. I robbed you and I robbed your mama and I'll rob any damn body else with somebody or not with somebody. You know what I mean? Yes, I will still. We're going to rob your ass if you come in there and get high with us, and don't be a new one because we're going to tear your ass up. You follow what I'm saying? It's just all part of it and how it works. And I'm glad I'm here and able to let y'all know how this thing works and how it takes us into this world where we become bad people. You know what I mean? So that's why I chose that topic, bad people. You know, yes, we are bad people under the influence, but when we start changing and we start surrendering and we start making amends, you know what I mean? And finding a higher power greater than ourselves to help us restore our sanity, we become good people. You know what I mean? But addicts, remember this, they don't have to see us good, but we know we good because we're living in our truth. You follow? We're living in our truth. And yes, we did create that bad person image, you know, for people to say, because that's how that's what we was doing. And that's how it's It's described to people. That's bad. That's not good. And it's the truth. It's the truth. So even in the times of using and the times of getting better, the truth is still the truth, and the truth is going to set you free. I mean, a newcomer is just not going to jump on this ball game that I'm talking about. Well, I've been clean for a very long time. So I try to explain it in a way to help us to see that it's not because disease is a fear. You fear disease. You know what I mean? Active addiction, being in drugs, and we fear that shit. We fear not having drugs. We fear how we gonna live. How we gonna get through this day? You know what I mean? I gotta get high. I gotta have it. You know what I mean? So we gotta do it the best way we know how. Disease don't care. Disease say, feed me now. You know what I mean? I don't care what you got to do. You don't hear that voice in us, but we hear the damn voice. You know what I mean? We hear the voice, and the voice is in control, and the voice will say, okay, you want to sit there and act like you're not going to go feed me, and it's going to make you hurt. It's going to send this thing in you like it took a wand or something and just said bing, you know, and you just get that feeling where you feel like you're going freaking crazy. You feel like, oh my gosh, I got to do something. And you know the only thing that's going to fix it will be your drug of choice, or to be the alcohol, you know, and it will drive you freaking crazy. It'll drive you where you have no control, and you just got to get this pain that I cannot describe to you all. I told you this from day one. I cannot describe that pain that addiction and drugs feel like when you need it, when you have to have it. It makes us that bad person. It makes us do bad things. It makes us do anything. All the things that we said we will never do, well, you might as well throw that shit out the window. So anybody who's thinking about doing any of these things and drugs, and you might be doing it a little bit, and you feel like it ain't going to work for you that way, it gives you some type of sensation. I can only speak for what it does to me and what it did to me. And I know it's a whole lot of other people could say amen. It did the same thing to me. You know what I mean? But it's a feeling that you just can't freaking describe. Same as when I told you my first hit on the pipe. When I got that damn hit, oh my gosh, that thing took me to La La Land. It was beautiful. And I can't describe to you how I felt. All I can say is it was a phenomenal feeling. That's how good it was. And that's the day I became addicted to cocaine and didn't even know it. That's crazy. Reason why is because I wanted to feel that way again. For every time I hit that cocaine in a pipe, I wanted to feel that same fucking sensational hit that I got the very first time. And I promise to anybody and everybody, never did I feel it twice. Never. I became a chaser and a runner mentally, and not physically yet, but mentally, still thinking that I can get this, still thinking that this is going to happen, still thinking that I can function, and never did I feel it again. Never. So when I was diseased at that point. When they first told me I had a disease, I told them they better get the F out my face. I ain't got no daggone disease. Now, I done had some things before, but I ain't got that no more. I ain't been getting high. That's why it's so important to learn these tools and these informations about disease. How could you fight something, or how can you understand something when you don't even know how it works? You don't even know anything about it. All you know is they told you because you do dope that you have a disease. Well, what is disease? That's the question. What is it? Starting with the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous will start giving you your first lesson to tell you how it works and what it is. NA book, AA book, and Alcoholics Anonymous as well. All the information you need is in either book. All the information you need. So if you don't have one, get one. You know what I mean? Get one. There's nothing wrong with it. I carry mine around just like people carry a school book or a Bible. It don't make a difference to me because it's my medication. You know, it's the information and medication that I need to understand this disease that I live with that is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And I say cunning, baffling, and powerful that works through, don't forget that, people, places, and things. You know what I mean? All my information and tools and medications is in them books. Not only that, it is help of medication coming through us as recovering addicts, sharing with the next suffering addict who will become a recovering addict. You follow what I'm saying? But we all are addicts, helping each other to learn how to stay clean. This live was a brilliant thing for this. It was a brilliant thing for this because I truly living in my truth today. You know what I mean? I see no need for me to have to lie about anything. This is how awesome, you know, this information education has brought me in my life. It brought me to understand that there's a higher power greater than me that can help me restore my sanity. And I've learned that. You know what I mean? And today I put that first. I put him first in my life when he was at the end of my list in my addiction, you know, in my time growing up, you know, not understanding the way that I understand him today. It helped me to grow from an inch to a mile. You know how people say, oh, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Well, this thing is taking me miles. It's taking me a long way, all the way to this live to still help the still suffering and the non-suffering to understand the suffering, you know, today. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I really do. I think it's a beautiful thing. And I thank God for putting this in me so that I can help the next suffering, you know. Never thought in a million years I'll become a drug and alcohol counselor, y'all. 36 years to be exact. That's what I do. And I stay clean, you know, and I stay honest. You know, I can't see what they call bad people, you know, on the street or just recognizing them, you know, and look at them as bad people. I know the truth that we do bad things and we become bad, but I can look at them and feel like they're special, you know, because they are, you know, and I would do anything that I possibly can do to help the still suffering. Somebody has to do it. You know what I mean? Somebody has to know all these things, you know, that they can get well. It is the thing of for them to want it. You know what I mean? And, you know, if you keep, you know, keep letting them know you can do this, you can go here. Hey, Bev, you know, hey, Shelly, Merry Christmas, y'all, to all of you all that I didn't get a chance to say that to. You keep helping, you keep sharing, you know what I mean? I wouldn't give my career up for nothing in the world as being a drug and alcohol counselor. I really wouldn't, you know, because once I got this thing from learning how to be a good girl from the bad girl of addiction, of cocaine, smoking coke, you know what I mean, snorting coke all these years in my life, having fun with all that shit, smoking the weed, the blunts, all that shit, you know what I mean, to know today that I don't have to have any of those things and I feel better than I ever felt in my life. You know, I could be around and party and don't have to have these things. I could say I want to go out and don't have to get high or drink before I do that. I don't look forward to that. I just look forward to the good time, and that's a blessing. You know, I don't have to prep myself with weed or prep myself with some liquor or get a shot home first before I go out. All this shit I used to do. You know what I mean? Make sure I'm feeling this so when I get out, I could be real fucked up. I could be real lit. You know what I mean? I don't have to do those things no more. And it's such a beautiful feeling, you know, that I can go out and have fun for the fun, not to intoxicate myself, you know what I mean, or put myself in a mode, you know, that'll make me think bad and do bad things. Because when I used to be lit, you know what I mean, I'd be done took your daddy home if he was in the bar, you know what I mean. If I got lit enough, you know, I went out so I could just find somebody too. You know what I mean? Or just be in the columns of the fun of all of that. You know, that's not fun no more. You know what I mean? I could read it a mile away if I'm out. So I don't need to be in the places where everybody feels they have fun. To each his own. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not putting anybody down. I'm strictly talking to the addicts and the recovering addicts and the people who are interested in learning us and understanding us. This is where I'm focused through this whole life. You know what I mean? Bars was my thing, not today. You know what I mean? Being at the clubs was my thing, not today. I had to be seen. You know, I had to be that girl. You know, I'm going out with a bunch of everybody who getting lit. Who's a designated driver? You know what I mean? Never did we think like that. Everybody went home lit. Toe up from the flow up. So these are dangerous things that we do, you know, which is a bad thing. You follow what I'm saying? But looking at the addict, you know what I mean? You can see the bad in the addict, but do you see the bad in the things that you be doing? You know what I mean? I just say these things on here to just put it out there a little bit because, you know, to me, it's the truth. It's simple for me today. I can see all the dangers in what I used to do, you know, before I even became the addict. You know what I mean? This is how vicious our 12 steps is, and our information education is to stay clean. Literally cleans you out mentally and physically, also spiritually, you know what I mean, and have you to start crawling all over again and until you're able to walk. And I'm walking today, y'all. Hey, Dave. I'm trying to get this Dave to come on here too, y'all, because guess what? Dave walking with me. You follow what I'm saying? Merry Christmas to you, bro. You know, hey, Ish. Kiana. Yeah, we walk today. We walk the walk. That's why we can talk the talk. You follow? This is why our hearts are so real anymore today. It's just like it's just been replaced in some kind of way. You know what I mean? With the efforts and the strength and the force that our higher power have given us, you know, to bring us back to our sanity, y'all. I'm getting hyped right now. Y'all know that, you know, but I am feeling so good. How about you, Dave? Send a couple hearts if you hear what I'm saying. You too, Key. If I see the names of the recovering people that I know, y'all know where I'm coming from. It is a beautiful thing. My topic was on, I read something that said recovery is not about bad people getting good. It's about good people getting well. You know what I mean? And people screw that on us. You know what I mean? Oh, you should be like this, or they should be there, or they should be this. They ain't that. Well, we got some work to do to get well because we sick individuals. We sick people. We sick people. We sick people with no medication. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about a medication with the IV or the medication with a needle or none of that. We got good medication that we have to freaking learn the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous and to help us put our lives by step by step by step, one day at a time. You follow? And that one day at a time, like I said, I talk about that time, and that time is in a day. We learn how to live one day at a time, and it became simple. It was hard at first, but I learned that in a day, a second becomes a minute becomes an hour becomes a day becomes a week becomes a month, and a month becomes a year. And as long as you do this constantly every single day, you'll be counting them years in no time. You ain't got to rush nothing. You just got to live by the rules and regulations of the 12 steps. It becomes simple. It really do. Then you start meeting people who are just like you, like Kiana. Kiana has started an awesome program, you know, and asked me if I would be a part of it. Absolutely. You have Linda Curry, who has a program going on, you know, helping people, the homeless, the poor, you know, and all of that. I got to learn more about what it's all about. You know what I mean? But all of it has me like a magnet. I want to get to all of it, you know, and I am going to. And I am going to it. I'm going to make that my day. You know, it just have to get started. I keep saying I can't do this right now and I can't do that right now. Now, it's like this. Why can't I? Why can't I? Disease, sit down. Because you coming for me. I know that's what you're doing. You trying to talk to me. See, it talks to you in a way to keep you not to do what you want to do and should do. You know what I mean? To get into things that you need to be involved in. You know what I mean? But it can let me make my mind up if I want to go to a trip. It'll let me make my mind up real quick if I want to go, shopping. You know what I mean? No, I want to get more involved in these programs. I want to be involved in anything that can help somebody else. And I'm working on that, y'all. Hear me out. I'm working on that. You know, I made a long time before I got on this live. I wanted to do this some years ago. And I kept saying, nah, I ain't ready yet. I'll get to it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And my daughter, Chantel, said, Mom, you always say you're going to do something. Won't you just do it? I said, I am, but when but comes in something, but is always in it. But. I don't need to be saying no but. If I know what I'm going to do is going to help somebody and it's going to be good for me and also for you and we can work with this thing together, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. In our world, I'm just going to do it. I ain't think twice about hitting that pipe. I ain't think twice about rolling no weed. I ain't think twice about going to the bar. Hell, I used to leave my kids just to be out there. You follow what I'm saying? I used to do all kinds of stuff just like this. But using my tools and getting well because I'm sick allows me to think about it. And it takes me to that serenity prayer, y'all. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It keeps me straight and alive. That's what it does. It keeps my brain where it needs to be. It gives me a shift in the gear to say, think about this, Trace. How can you do this better? Why can't you do this? You know what I mean? Pray. Talk to your higher power. You got to start it. You can't keep not doing what you want to do. You know, especially when you know what you want to do is good for you and others. I like that. That was a good one. Okay, Dave. Miss T, you always gave me strength. Hey, Dave, you always gave me strength too. Believe it or not, you always gave me strength. I've been knowing you for quite some time through rehab. And look at you today, my brother. God bless you. Keep on doing what you're doing. I told you this shit works. I just want you to get on this show. I just want you to meet all these people that come on here and listen to me, you know, and hear and be, you know, I'm teaching some people how it works, you know, in us, for us, and why we do the things that we do because the power of disease, you know, and then we live that DIS/EASE life, you know what I mean? Because we don't understand what the DISEASE is. And I say that, y'all, and I express it that way because it's to help us understand that we have to know how disease works. You have to learn this. You have to start, you know, surrendering to the things that disease make us do. You know, and the main important thing of how to do this and learn this all is living in your truth. You got to get honest. You got to get honest. For us, getting honest is hard as hell. You follow? Because disease will let us tell some of the truth, but not all of the truth. It'll let us surrender and hurt and pain and shame, you know what I mean, and anger, because we become embarrassed. Why? It'll let us feel that embarrassed emotion, you know what I mean, so we could just say fuck it, and it could be too much for us, and we'll say, whoop, I'm not going to do that. I feel better getting high than the struggle doing all this, and ain't nobody believing me, no way. How many of us said that? Hey, Marla. I ain't doing too bad on this big phone either, y'all. My fold phone, I can read this stuff and everything, you know. But that's one of the most important things that we have to do is get honest. And it's the hardest thing, one of the hardest things for us as addicts trying to become clean, is because of not knowing how disease works, the power that disease has over us, how it can hit us any minute, any second of the day, as we have to learn how to live without it. You follow? And it will make us feel what it allows us to feel. It will put a shame, feeling of emotion in you so bad, like you want to hit. You know what I mean? And you can't face people when you know you should. And you know you need to make those amends and all that type of thing. This thing is vicious. This thing is cunning, babbling, and powerful. And days like today, it's working on a lot of us out there. It's working on us every single day. I prayed hard for the still suffering addicts and alcoholics today, and people themselves, to get through this day, to get through this time. You know what I mean? Because disease is there. It's lurking, and it still talks to you. It talks through your emotions. It talks through your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It talks through your brain, up here in the brain, because this is where it lives, here and here. And what it does to the brain and does to the heart, emotions, it separates them. You know what I mean? And they don't communicate anymore. You follow? So that's dis-ease. That's what dis-ease means to me. You follow? And I share this with my clients for years because that's how I understood it, and it was given to me to help me to understand what is disease. Like, what the hell is it? What is it, a monster or something that's going to come eat me up or something? Well, it's been beating me up. You know what I mean? It's been eating me up, eating me alive. You follow? Eating me alive. Even the sociables. The sociable addicts too. Every time you use, every time you drink, the shit is doing something silently that you don't feel, because it's allowing you to believe it's okay to do it. See, simply how I see it. But I know it's not good for you. I know drinking ain't good for you. I know drugging ain't good for you. I know that drinking is poison. It intoxicates you. And I know that drugs are not good for you. So when we depend on it, there we go for dependency. Even just the weekend, even just a lovey-dovey time, regardless, it's still poison. And it's a slow killer. Disease works very slow, and it works very silently. That's just me, coming from me. And I say that all the time because I do talk the talk, because I walk the walk, because it was a time that I didn't do cocaine and I didn't do drugs, and I did depend on going out and getting lit off of whatever I got lit on, or laying back and getting lit. It's a dependency. You may not have went out of bounds like I did, but you most certainly can. And the drug is the drug. That's just simple. I don't care how petite or pretty it looks or feel, how you do it, it still can affect you. It still can affect your organs, is what I'm trying to say. It still can affect your organs, and it can affect your mental. And it does have a part of your mental already. This is why you prepare yourself for it. This is why you want it. This is why you do it. Doesn't matter what the reason is for me. Because I walked the walk. I took inventory on that stuff. I was like, damn. And today I know is living proof, because I don't need none of it. Not a bit of none of it. I fell back in love again without drugs. With none of them. With no alcohol. With no drugs. All me, living in my truth. Knowing every decision that I'm making. On top of my game. without it. And God asked God, you know, just I need somebody who don't get high too, or smoke, or none of that stuff. And guess what? Guess what my highest power sent me? Exactly what I asked him for. So don't tell me it ain't no higher power. Hell, ain't like I don't go through things at times, but one thing I know I ain't got to worry about is the alcohol, you know, and the drugs and the weed and the cigarettes and all that stuff around me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Because that's what I asked him to send me. Send me. I removed myself from men for 2 years because I had to prove to myself that I didn't have to have one, because that was another part of my addiction, because this is what everybody do. You got to have a man, you know what I mean? You have to have a man. Well, for me, my walk to talk the talk, well, I don't. I can live with him or without him today. I know that for sure. So I put myself with my 12 steps through that. And guess what? It was hard at the beginning, but it became simple because I stayed honest. I used those steps and I did what I know I needed to do for me. And I asked God, when he feels as though it's the right time, send me one. And that's what he did. And it's been 16 years. Married 7. Tell me we don't have a God. So no matter what I do, I got to do that serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I'm just telling y'all what I use for me. And being real and being honest. I didn't even relapse with that one. I did it, you know, and I'm proud of me for that. And it's a big step up in my life from what I used to do and how I used to be. I tell you, whoo, that high power is vicious. He's great. You follow? I'm not saying everything is perfect, but I know I'm better. I know I'm better at my choices and decisions. I know what I'm going to deal with, and I know what I'm not going to deal with, and still growing. And still growing. You know? So that means to me, I'm getting well. Yes, I'm bad, girl, but now I'm getting well. I'm going to read that again. Recovery is not about bad people getting good. It's about good people getting well. Hey, this thing is beautiful. This thing is real beautiful. And again, I know I was bad. I know I done a lot of things. But I'm getting well. That's what's happening right now. I'm getting well. You know, I've changed my thinking. I have to think things over before I make choices and decisions. I got to make sure they're rational. Why? Because I know that's what I have to do. I follow my 12 steps in Narcotics Anonymous, which is my medication that I have to take every single day of my life for the rest of my life. And this is what we become in recovery. You know, some of us get clean and we forget about that, you know, and we just do some of it. But we have to do all of it. I learned in Christianity that you have to, you know, you have to cleanse yourself for God. You know what I mean? To get into heaven. You know, this is our cleansing. It's no different. It's no different. Because for me, God is no different. The higher power is the higher power. For me. For us as addicts. I mean, some of us go back, you know, and we go to church. Thank God we doing that. You know, anything that can construct you and direct you to live a positive, good life, by all means, I'm for it. By all means, I'm for it. Only thing I got to worry about for me is me messing up. For me to stop taking my medication. You know, that's what I cannot stop doing, is taking my medication. We as addicts got to take it. We got to know it. We got to believe in it. We have to come to believe in it because we have to live it. You know what? I ain't seen a heart come up here yet. I don't know if it's because I'm using this phone or not, but y'all know I love hearts. I do have them on, you know. And I think I'm kicking off some good stuff today. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. You know, and I hope you all are enjoying your day. I hope everybody is enjoying their day. I hope everybody is staying strong and standing on their feet. You know, being aware of disease that is cunning, baffling, and powerful, you know, and it works through people, places, and things. And you know, on holidays, everybody celebrate. You know, they celebrate with the things that we can't have. You know what I mean? They celebrate with the type of atmosphere that we don't need to be in, especially in a young recovery, so it won't be tempting. You know what I mean? Protect yourself. You know, it's okay to visit and say, Merry Christmas, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. But if festivities is going on, you need to exit. And they need to understand. I know my family did for me. I know my friends and people, you know, that I dealt with, some understood me, you know, and respect me. They won't smoke around me, won't, you know, drink around, do none of that. You know what I mean? If I go to your house and that's what you do, I have to be the one to say I got to go. You follow? You ain't got to put your shit down because of me. You know what I mean? I ain't going to no houses doing no smoking, cocaine and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying, you know, we are family members who celebrate sociably and do that. If you feel as though you can sit around that and do that, so be it. That's you. You know what I mean? But when that disease start talking to you, you better be cool enough to recognize that it's speaking to you. You know what I mean? And when it start talking, it start for you to walk. That's just a reminder. A reminder of these things. Hey, Shelly. Indeed, indeed. You know, so I hope I'm saying something that somebody need to hear today. Hey, Marquise. You know, I'm glad everybody came on. You know, when I had sent a message out, an earlier message, you know, just to, you know, for us to beware, you know, of the holiday, because the holidays are sometimes can be, you know, a little emotional, you know, or you know, tempting, you know, for us, you know. I hope you're having a good holiday, Shelly. You know, they can be a little crucial for us as well, you know, and I like to, you know, just leave a little suggestion, you know, just to keep people awareness up, you know, because to be aware is to be alive. Y'all know that. We know that. We know that we have a disease that's cunning, baffling, and powerful, you know, and this disease works through people, places, and things, you know, and it will make you feel like you are okay, you know, and like I said, it's a slotty, sleeky little fella or girl. You know what I'm saying? It's always there. It's always there. And it'll lay and chill and be quiet. And it'll creep up on you when you never even feel it, see it, or hear it coming. But you have to stay aware of it, because you already have tools to know that that's what it does. You know, and if you start feeling any type of emotion of any kind that's just not normal, roll out. That's what my suggestion would be. You know, no, you can't have this. You can't have a sip. You can't have wine because that's not liquor. You know what I mean? You can't smoke coke. You can smoke weed because that's not cocaine. You know, those type of gestures that some of us will start thinking and believing. No, we can't go from one drug to the next. All of it's drugs. And that's how we have to see it. This is how we cleanse ourselves of these things. And this is how we stay alive. And we don't listen to what sickness is saying to us. We working with the steps and tools that we have that keep us right and keep us clean, and cleanse us out to become honest. And you have to be honest with yourself to feel any of these things, to know that they're working for you, because the change will come. Change is constant. There's nothing constant but change. Your whole emotional feeling and thinking will come, and it's going to be strong. It's going to be better than you ever had it before. You just got to hold on to it and keep it until it becomes simple. That's what we do. And if you need help with it, call somebody. You follow what I'm saying? 215-594-5606. Call somebody. Call your sponsor. Call, the hotline, the helpline. Call somebody. Don't be afraid. Don't tempt. Don't let disease say, oh, I ain't got to do that. I'm not going to do that. Do it. Do it. Don't let it win. Don't let it win. You are the boss of you. When it comes to this sickness, and you got to get to feel that, not feel it like a corny thing, or just to try to be justifiable to somebody. You know what I mean? You got to feel it, because you're going to feel it, because it's a feeling that's beautiful. It's a feeling that is so calm, serene, and peaceful and strong. But we know we got to keep all the peacefulness and all that. We have to keep our awareness on top of everything. It's like the guards in the kingdom, the castle. You know what I'm saying? And you got the guards at the gate. You know what I mean? Keep all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Keep all that stinky thinking out, and you stand there and you don't let them in. You fight for what's yours and what you believe in. That was cute, wasn't it? I was kind of feeling that when I just thought of that shit. I hope it came out right, But that's what we are. And we got to keep that shield up there to remain aware and in control of who we are and who we become. It's our responsibility, no matter how you look at it. Just like becoming an addict was our responsibility, no matter how you look at that either. But to fight this fight and win is daily. It's daily. We have to just always be aware of this sickness, and we have this sickness. I don't care being clean over 30-something years and this and that and this and that. We are still sick people, and we have a chronic disease that's cunning, baffling, and powerful, and we can't forget that. And we just don't stop because we don't use anymore. We have to continue to know who we are and what we become and what we have to do today to stay alive. That was good too. I like that. Look at this, y'all. I don't even have my cup today, but that's all right. I was telling everybody who came on first, y'all, I'm in Orlando, Florida. I'm at Disney World. Am I going to see Mickey? Mickey costs too damn much. I'm going to look at Mickey on a t-shirt or a book. Grands is having a good time, but I'm not walking with no Mickey. Mickey... And all that walking, y'all, it is so much walking. You walk 6 miles to even get to Mickey. No, indeed not. But in the atmosphere of being with my grandchildren and my children, it's beautiful. And they flew me here. And again, today is my son's birthday. My oldest son now, birthday, Amir. He was online. I don't know if he's still on here or not, but y'all can send him some happy birthday shout outs. And tomorrow's his son's birthday. And then my goddaughter's birthday was Monday, and then my goddaughter's birthday is Saturday. So we had a lot of birthdays too. So we out here enjoying ourselves. I know I am, just laying back, but live had to go on, that's for sure. I hope everybody is having a great time and a great birthday. Christmas, celebrating. Hi, Levon. How you doing, girlie? I'm so glad all of you came on tonight. This was just, y'all just make me feel so good and so blessed. Y'all keep me energized to do this and to continue to do it. Again, sometimes you might hear me say some of the same things over and over and over again because it has to be said, and it's always needed to be said. Don't get bored with nothing because, honey, this is very, for some people exciting, you know what I mean, but very serious, to help people. And the ones of you that are learning a lot more about how we work and the effects of what this thing does to us and how we live with this disease and how we even get this disease. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's cunning, baffling, and powerful, and it works through people, places, and things. Good. I hope your Christmas was good, Vaughn. I really do. We were just talking about recovery. They say recovery is not about bad people. It's about good people getting well. Bad people getting good is about good people getting well, which is such a awesome statement, and it goes into, I was going into a lot about the serenity prayer for the ones of you that just came on. That's one of the prayers I know out of any prayer that I could just shoot straight out my mouth. I can do the Lord's Prayer too, but I can shoot this one out. But it's like my ammo. It's my army in front of me with everybody, people, places, and things, and myself. You know what I'm saying? It's my ammo, that I have to use that can catch me to put my sanity where it needs to be, to not allow people, places, and things to get to me, and make me change into the person that I don't want to be. And I say that serenity prayer, and it keeps me as the person that I want to be. You know what I mean? And who I've become, like I said, it's like my knight in armor kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I have to keep that with me, again, I had shared before, all of our lives is under construction. That is such a, that was powerful to me when I heard that, and that's just what the serenity prayer helps me with, because I know that I'm under construction. I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I ain't bad either. You know what I mean? I know I've learned a lot, to get where I am today, and receive what people have offered me to help me get better. And I am now giving back, always been giving back, but I'm just saying using the live, and giving back to people, just like people gave to me, and eventually I caught it, I caught on to it. And I come to believe in it, and I have been being clean and straight ever since. And I'm praying and hoping that things that I say or suggest, and the guests and stuff that I bring on here can help you meet and get into your insanity. You know what I mean? And to give you some tools and some medications to work with, and come to believe in, so you can get stronger and start building yourself. Because again, it's all under construction. Every bit of us is under construction. Nobody's perfect. And the will to want to learn and the will to become open is such a beautiful thing. Live in your truth. Get honest with you. That's all you have to do. Don't worry about the next person or the next person or where this person is at or where that person is at. Stay where you are, and you grow. You grow like that beautiful plant you are, because it's hard. Construction is hard. You know what I'm saying? But it gets done. It gets done, and it keeps building. You know what I mean? It keeps building, and all that will come from you. Get honest with yourself. Get honest with yourself, because it's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't worry about the people, places, and things around me that want to see me other than what I used to be. You ain't nothing but medication to me. You remind me of what I was and what I don't want to be. You know what I mean? That's another tool that we got from recovery. You follow what I'm saying? That helped me to fix my sanity. Beautiful words, stick with me 24/7, and then you add in the sticks and stones can break my bones, but names don't hurt me. Not today. I will rumble in a heartbeat before, you know what I mean? But I know who I am. I know what I've done. I have surrendered to what I did. I have asked God for my higher power for forgiveness, and I'm getting it all. And I'm still climbing and still climbing and still climbing because I have to, because I know I'm not perfect. And I know I still live with this disease that's cunning, baffling, and powerful. You hear what I'm saying? And it works through the people, places, and things. And I can't in no way escape that. People, places, and things is everywhere. But my choices and decisions can keep me away from the ones that I don't need to be around or to be around me. Think I said that nicely. Y'all know I'm sitting up here lit like I don't know what off of this thing, girl. This is a beautiful thing, Vaughn. You hear me? Levine, this is a beautiful thing, girl. I'm telling you, I love it. And I love seeing all of us who made all this change. You know what I mean? We're beautiful people. We're beautiful women. You know what I mean? And to fill you with all this beautiful excitement and love and, understanding and open-minded, you know what I mean? Are able to make choices that are great for you, honey. It is beautiful to see all of us who has grown from this. And whoever can't see it, so be it. Long as you know, because you know what you're doing. You know you in construction. You know you, and if you don't know, you know now. You follow? I'll never forget. I heard that on another live. Evangelist Patrice Todd. Oh my God, that's my baby. That's my little sister, cousin. You know what I mean? Niece. You know what I mean? And when she said that, that thing put chills all through my body, and it clinked and clean exactly with what the 12 steps of narcotic was saying. You know what I'm saying? And the literature that I read in recovery, I was like, wow. I'm going to share that with my people. I'm going to share that with people who's just like me. Because we ain't no different than them. And it works. It works if you work it. We just got to have the understanding of what it means. Touch me, and I hope it touches you. Think about it. Think about it. Construction. Perfect word. Perfect word. And I'm going to share that from this day on. From this day on. Speaks a lot. Says a lot. Says a lot. Just hit my body and put chills in my body. So I hope y'all have heard something today that was thoughtful, that was powerful, or some who wasn't listening too well. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's fine. Because guess what? You got the rest of your day. And hopefully we'll all see tomorrow. That's not promised to anybody. Not one given soul is tomorrow promised to. What time is it?
It's 8:30.
My bad. My people ain't saying nothing. That's my son telling me it's 8:30, y'all. I tell you, when this thing get to going, it get to going. You know what I mean? They ain't saying not one word. People still coming on this live. But thanks. Y'all say, here go, come here, son. Say hi. Come over here and say hello. So what? You are who you are. You are who you are. I'm going to get him on here too, y'all. That's my son, Amir. Today is his birthday. He's 45.
8:30. Now it's time to come on downstairs and help me feed me.
Yeah, I'll be down in a minute. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Hey, daughter, Nye. I'm going to do a few more shout outs that I see some people, y'all. Norda, how you doing? I think I said Marcus. Hey, Rabia. Love you. Dave, I'm so glad to see you on here tonight, too. I really am. I want to get you on this show. I do. Well, y'all know it's still a show to me and all that good stuff. I'm going to call it what it's going to be because that's what it is to me. I hope everybody got something, tonight. I really appreciate y'all being on here, taking your time on your day, Christmas, the ones that celebrate it. I will be back on God Bless Us, and grant us next Wednesday because like I told y'all, I'm not missing a Wednesday if I don't have to. I don't see. I'm gonna come on here. Hey, Dawn, Judge Dawn. Oh God, I think this was a good. I think they all are good segments. I think every time we on here, it's good. And the blessing of it all is, y'all, we keep coming back. We keep coming back to each other, and we have these awesome grown-up conversations, you know what I mean, and helping the still suffering addicts and alcoholics today, and the families that don't really have the understanding of how it works with drugs and being a drug on drugs, or alcohol, you know what I mean. Is good to get the information on how it works so you could understand your loved one. I know we give off on some negative things and say some crazy shit or don't want to be around and all that. It's the power of disease. The disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful, and we don't know how to deal with it. We don't understand why we can't stop. You know what I mean? When we want to stop, it has total control of us until we surrender and learn how to stop and learn how it works. If you don't know how disease work, or if you don't know how anything works, how you going to freaking deal with it? You're going to think you can do it this way or think you can do it that way. And most of the time it's going to be worse than it was the last time. So there is a place for you to come. You can come to rehab. You can come to the NA meetings, the AA meetings, the CA meetings, the Al-Anon meetings for the family members to get the understanding of drug and alcoholism. You know what I mean? Or you can come right on Tracy Allen, Living in My Truth, live now on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock, y'all. Because guess what? If God grant me, I'm going to be right here. And again, y'all know I don't cut no tarts, no breaks, no nothing. It is what it is. And I could talk about anything that addiction does to you, because I walk the walk. So this is why I can talk the talk. And it's always based on the I. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or Indian chief, but I am a grateful recovering addict who stayed clean today and is living the truth in her life today, and can share about it and talk about it and share it with you, whether or not you use drugs or you don't use drugs, or you use alcohol or you don't use alcohol. It is nothing wrong with learning something. And don't forget that we all are in construction. We all are under construction until we get it right. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I'm going to end this tonight, y'all. I hope everybody got something. Show me some hearts. Y'all know I love them hearts. I'm going to shout out a little bit more people if I can. Maybe I shouted out everybody because y'all know I'm on my other phone. It's always something with me, ain't it? Every freaking week the devil always trying to get in my way, but I don't let him. I really don't let him. I'm glad I know that I could use this phone because, to be honest with y'all, the phone is the one that says Tracy Williams is my flip phone, so it opens up like a little iPad. You know what I mean? And I can really see better on this, and I could keep up with everybody on this. I thought I had to have an iPhone to do live. That's just how much I knew about it. My kids said, Mom, you never had to get an iPhone. You could use this phone. But I started on this phone, so I continue to use this phone. But now I see that I could use both phones, and that's what I'll do. But I did make it through. Hey, Lauren. Lauren again, y'all. She's another one I'm trying to get to come on. She's the one that does the Keystone Center alumni page on here. Y'all have to go on and check it out. I'm telling you, that's where I got this statement from that I just read to you guys. Recovery is not about bad people getting good. It's about good people getting well, and that is so true. And I hope I explained it in a way that, some of you can kind of see what we're talking about, and with all these things that we have like this, it helps us so much to see things so clearly, because for some of us, it's hard to learn how to listen so that you can hear and become to see what's going on. You know what I mean? A lot of us can learn things like myself. I'm hands on. You can show me and tell me and I'll get it just like that. You know what I'm saying? To my understanding. So, Merry Christmas to you too, Lauren, and to everybody that's on here tonight. I'm going to get ready to go off. Tonight I will be on God Bless Me next Wednesday. Again, if anybody has missed this, go to replay or go to, well, I know this one won't be on YouTube as of yet, but from introduction up till like last week should be on YouTube, so you can see them all, because I'm telling y'all, everyone has been a beautiful thing. Everyone has been a lot of information, and a lot of education. And we have had some awesome guests, and I'm going to continue to bring the guests on, so stick around, stay with me, and God bless everybody. See ya.